Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess. I hope that you're doing well, and today I have a fun tag video for you. The tag is called the Quick to Judge tag, and I found out about it yesterday in a video from The Reading Wordsmith. I thought it was such a fun idea and I wanted to film it literally as soon as I could. So how the tag works is you pick 5 to 10 random books off of your bookshelves. I'm going to use a random number generator to do that. And then you read the first paragraph, and then you rank them based on how much you enjoyed the first paragraph and how interested you are to continue reading. And for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to count graphic novels and manga that are on my TBR just because it would be really difficult to read the first paragraph of those. Also, these 3 shelves behind me are my unread TBR, so I'm counting just these. So I have 42 unread books on the shelves behind me. I'm going to do the random number generator so you can see it, and we're going to go ahead and pick the 5 books. So let's start. I'm going to try to do it so there's no glare. 33. Okay, so number 33 is The Ward of Exiles by Corbin Kime. This is a indie published book that I bought at a book fair. So I'm going to set this one aside and we will pull the next one. 22, okay? So the book that I pulled is Sunbringer by Hannah Kaner, which is the sequel to Godkiller. Because it's a sequel and the beginning of it is very spoilery, I'm going to skip this one and generate another one, just because I don't want to get into any spoiler territory. So let's put this back. Let's try again. 21. That's so funny. So 21 was To Be Taught If Fortunate by Becky Chambers. This is a little sci-fi novella, so I'm gonna set that aside. 19. What the heck is going on? I guess we're just going to be stuck in the same area of my TBR shelf, but number 19 is Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. I believe this is technically considered a sci-fi, even though it's set in a historical setting, but I think it's because there's time travel or something like that. It's set in between a present and historical setting, so that'll be interesting. Let's generate the next one. 8. Okay. Number 8 is The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. This is a sci-fi. We have a lot of sci-fi in this stack so far. And let's generate the last one. 35. Okay. So 35 is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. This is a classic. This is the stack we're working with. We have some sci-fi, we have some fantasy, we have a classic. So I think this will be very interesting. Let's get into reading them now. I know this looks weird. I shifted over here because I'm going to put a photo of the first paragraph on the side for you guys to read along. I'm just going to read them in the order that I had them stacked just now. So we're going to start with The Color Purple. I didn't know this, but it does say in the synopsis that it's told through a series of letters, first from Celie to God, then from the sisters to each other. So technically this first paragraph is the start of the first letter. You better not never tell nobody but God. It'd kill your mammy. Dear God, I am 14 years old. I have always been a good girl. Maybe you can give me a sign letting me know what is happening to me. Last spring after little Lucius come, I heard them fussing. He was pulling on her arm. She say, it too soon, Fonso, I ain't well. Finally, he leave her alone. A week go by, he pulling on her arm again. She say, nah, I ain't gonna. Can't you see I'm already half dead and all of these children? So I think if we're going based on the level of interest and how much I want to keep reading, this is really, really high because I just have a feeling that this is going to be an absolutely devastating book, and so I'm going to put it at my highest at the moment. Next, I'm going to read from Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. So the first few sentences of the prologue are kind of short. I'm going to kind of lump them together and maybe stop about halfway down the page. I lost an arm on my last trip home, my left arm, and I lost about a year of my life and much of the comfort and security I had not valued until it was gone. When the police released Kevin, he came to the hospital and stayed with me so that I would know I hadn't lost him too. Before he could come to me, I had to convince the police that he did not belong in jail. That took time. The police were shadows who appeared intermittently at my bedside to ask me questions I had to struggle to understand. How did you hurt your arm? They asked. Who hurt you? My attention was captured by the word they used, hurt. Didn't they think I knew it was gone? Accident. I heard myself whisper. It was an accident. We're off to a very heavy start of this with these first 2 books, and I'm torn on where to place this one. I think I'm going to place this at number 1 for now because I think the whole losing an arm thing is very, very interesting, and I want to know why and what happened. Next is To Be Taught If Fortunate by Becky Chambers. If you read nothing else we've sent home, please at least read this. I ask knowing full well that this request is antithetical to what I believe in my heart of hearts. Our mission reports contain our science, and the science is by far the most important thing here. My crew and I are a secondary concern, tertiary even, but all the same, we do have a lot riding on someone picking this up. I think this one has a disadvantage in the way that the story is structured because it's kind of giving this introduction to, it sounds like a data package that's being sent and that's what you're reading. But the introduction is not very interesting, unfortunately. So I'm going to place this last. Next is Ward of Exiles by Corbin Kime. The Christmas tree leaned ominously against the corner wall, half toppled and distressed from the fight. Half a dozen ornaments of various importance lay shattered on the floor. A few lucky managed to avoid obliteration by some miracle. Osiris avoided touching her face. She could feel the heat of the swelling and the metallic smell of dried blood when she involuntarily sniffed. She didn't know why she didn't feel like crying. Her body was reacting like she was, but she just had nothing left. There was still fear lingering in the shadows of the room. She dreaded every moment, listening so hard for the sound of heavy footsteps coming up the stairs. The mild ringing in her ears was the only thing she could focus on. The lights of the Christmas tree were blurry, just fuzzy orbs with lines of bright light, slowly pulsating with her thundering heartbeat. She kept her eyes mostly closed. Well, she kept the left one mostly closed. The right one was as open as it was likely going to get for a few days. This one has an intriguing setup in that you want to know what the fight was about and why the fight happened and what's going on. I might place this at number 3 for now. And last is The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. I sing the city, fucking city. I stand on the rooftop of a building I don't live in and spread my arms and tighten my middle and yell nonsense ululations at the construction site that blocks my view. I'm really singing to the cityscape beyond. The city will figure it out. It's dawn. The damp of it makes my jeans feel slimy, or maybe that's because they haven't been washed in weeks. Got change for a wash and dry, just not another pair of pants to wear till they're done. Maybe I'll spend it on more pants at the Goodwill down the street instead, but not yet. Not until I finish going and listening to the syllable echo back at me from every nearby building face. In my head, there's an orchestra playing Ode to Joy with a Busta Rhymes backbeat. My voice is just tying it all together. Shut your fucking mouth, someone yells, so I take a bow and exit the stage. That's definitely funny, and I think I really like that first paragraph just because it has a very different tone than a lot of the other ones, and so I think I might put this at number 3 and move Ward of Exiles down. So this is my final ranking. I have Kindred at number 1, then The Color Purple, The City We Became, Ward of Exiles, and To Be Taught If Fortunate. I think that these first two just had really heavy-hitting paragraphs that make you really invested in the characters right away and wanting to know what happened to them. Then The City We Became, I just liked the comedic tone of it and how it kind of grabbed you with a laugh. Then The Ward of Exiles, just because the fight scene that we get introduced to is very interesting, but I'm not fully sure what's going on there. And then To Be Taught If Fortunate, which, to be fair, had a really tough time with the stack up just because it didn't hit as hard as the other ones did. So that's my final ranking on these. I think this tag was a lot of fun and it got me more interested in some of these, so I can't wait to go and grab them maybe in the next coming months. Thanks so much for watching, and comment down below what you would have ranked these at, and also if you want to do this tag, I encourage you to do so. I think it was a lot of fun. And make sure to tag me if you do a video. I would love to see what books you get and where you rank them. If you liked this video, please like, comment, subscribe. It means a lot to me that you're here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!